So, hi everybody. I am very excited to introduce you to Sonia LeRoy. I have a lot of respect for Sonia. Sonia works in the same business that I do. She's a financial advisor, and philanthropy is so much embedded in her core and the fabric of her very being. So it's nice to have someone like Sonia who is so passionate and so committed when it comes to philanthropy, which is why I wanted to interview you. So I would ask if you would mind just starting saying to tell everybody how philanthropy is part of your business and why it's at your core.
Well, until now, philanthropy, giving, which to me is volunteering my time and giving my money, has been a private pursuit. And yes, it's been built into my business, but I've tried to keep it private. It's felt personal. The fact is, you receive so much by giving that it feels it feels wrong to promote that or to receive some kind of gain for it, which feels like would be the case if I worked that into my business. But I've got so many different things that interest me and that I'm involved in. And I felt that this year, I had a bit of an epiphany, and I felt that maybe if I did work it into my business and tried to spread the word, let people know what I'm doing, it would help people realize that it's easy and it's possible to give. It would help people move on from holding themselves back from the things they think they might be able to do. And so I've decided to work my philanthropic objectives into my practice and try and bring that to my clients.
That's wonderful, Sonia, and especially given we both know that there are a lot of Canadians who have philanthropic goals and they're not being addressed currently by their financial advisors. So I'm happy to have you be a part of that group of us, the very small group, who think it's so important that we do want to let people know that we're here and we do want to address their philanthropic goals. So tell us a little bit about what you are doing on the philanthropy side of things. I know you're doing some amazing things, so I can't wait for you to share that with everybody.
Okay. Well, mental illness has touched my family deeply, and a lot of my family members and a lot of my clients. I'm a member of Women for Mental Health, which is an organization that tries to spread the word about mental illness, take away the stigma, and raise money for the Royal Ottawa Hospital. Karate is a passion of mine, and my son's on the Canadian karate team, so I spend a lot of time at karate tournaments. So I'm a volunteer scorekeeper for WKC karate nationally and internationally. Spent a lot of my time doing that, love it. And raise money for a lot of local charities. Every Christmas, my family and I spend some time at the Mission handing out coffee and Tim Hortons gift cards, and make stockings, Christmas stockings for the homeless at the Shepherds of Good Hope. Raise money for events like Kids Kicking Cancer through my karate dojo. And I'm on the board of the Anglican Diocese of Ottawa Investment Subcommittee, and my main objective there is to bring socially responsible investing to our organization, and that's going really, really well. But the single greatest endeavor that has become a huge part of my life is the volunteering I do in Africa with my family. Since 2010, I've been involved with Maison de la Gare. It's an association in Senegal, a grassroots organization whose objective is to bring hope, training, and education to the forced begging street children of Senegal. And I do that with my dad. We do it privately, not as part of an organization. My kids are doing it now with me as well. I go about twice a year to Africa to work on the ground there and help build that program. My kids started coming with me a couple of years ago. My daughter's been 6 times, my son's been 3 times, and built a karate school into the program there for for begging street kids. There's now 100 begging street kids in Africa practicing karate on a regular basis, attending competitions. And
wow, that's incredible. And you know, Sonia, it reminds me of the interview I did with Sarah. And Sarah was talking about how bringing her kids into a value system that supports philanthropy. So it sounds like you're doing the very same thing with your kids.
well, my daughter's now in her second year at Guelph studying international development, so something's going on there.
Well, that's amazing, and it's just phenomenal in terms of everything that you're involved with and all the work that you're doing. Any additional plans, although I know you're running a thriving practice, so it's anything else that you plan on doing for the, additional elements of your current philanthropic endeavors for 2018 that would be good to share with other people, because that's part of the purpose of this group as well.
Yes, actually. This summer I took my kids with my church to Winnipeg on a sort of a truth and reconciliation mission. We spent time on the Broken Head Nation at a spiritual center consulting with elders, and spent some time in a lot of sharing circles, learning about the 7 sacred teachings, and my kids volunteered in a family center in northern Winnipeg. And through that experience, my eyes were really open to some of the challenges we're facing right here in Canada. And one of my objectives this year is to try to figure out a way to work with Indigenous communities in Canada. I'm not sure how I can give maybe something with respect to financial literacy. Anyway, this year I'm going to figure that out and get started.
Wonderful, wonderful. So if anyone listening has any experience and would care to share those experiences or organizations that Sonia might want to have a look at, that would be great. And one last question, Sonia, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I started off by saying these have all been private pursuits until now. I've never felt comfortable sharing what I do because it feels kind of self-promotional, and anyone who gives knows that is not why we do this. But in coming to the realization that by sharing, I'm helping other people achieve their philanthropic objectives. What I want to do is help my clients to achieve their goals. You know, we do goals-based planning. That extends to values-based planning for you and I know it does, which often means helping our clients align their values with their money, and that can include socially responsible investing. I'm extending that now to include the things they want to do in their lives, to give back, to help others to live their lives in the way that they want to, and that includes giving, that includes philanthropy, that includes volunteering. And so this year, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to figure out how to bring what we do, what's been a private pursuit until now, into my practice, and so that my clients can share in the great benefits of giving. It's a gift. It's the greatest gift you can give to yourself. And so wonderful. I want to share that.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Sonia.
Thanks.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.